Mars is the fourth planet in our solar system and is considered one of the most interesting and exciting planets in this system. Although we have known this red planet for thousands of years, humans have only recently realized the depth of the complexity of the planet Mars with the beginning of the space age. Mars is a dry and cold planet and has different seasons, and its wonders include the polar ice caps, large valleys and huge volcanoes. Mars is one of the planets that astronomers have studied more than any other planet in the solar system. Also, Mars is the only planet that we have sent spacecrafts on its surface to explore, and some of them have been living on this planet for years now. The environment of Mars is completely different from what we have experienced on Earth, and it must be said that it is not a suitable planet for human life. This planet is almost the same age as planet Earth, but completely different things have happened to it until today. Mars in the sky is a bright red mass that can be seen even in the sky of cities. Humans have known this planet since ancient times and have given it different names in different cultures. Earth and Mars have almost the same amount of land. According to NASA data, the volume of planet Earth is approximately 1,083 billion square kilometers and Mars is 163 billion square kilometers. Earth's mass is almost 10 times that of Mars. However, most of the Earth's surface, i.e. about 75% of it, is made up of water, and if we do some mathematical calculations, we will find that the amount of dryness on the surface of the Earth and Mars is almost equal. Mars has the highest mountain in the solar system. The highest mountain in the solar system, which is called Mount Olympus, is on the planet Mars, which is approximately 25 kilometers high and has a diameter of 600 kilometers. Such a mountain cannot be compared with the peaks on Earth at all, and even Everest, which is the highest peak on Earth, is only 8,850 meters high. Mount Olympus of Mars is probably an ancient volcanic mountain that was active about 1 billion years ago. Such an era goes back even before the existence of life on Earth. Since lava flows have been seen on the side of Mount Olympus, some astronomers believe that the mountain is still active. Mars takes its name from the ancient Roman god. Mars is the name of the ancient Roman god of war, which is considered equivalent to Ares, the Greek god of war. This name has been on this planet since ancient times, and its red color in the night sky is a reminder of war and bloodshed. Of course, the red color of this planet is due to the presence of a large amount of iron oxide on the surface of Mars. It is interesting to know that this naming is not limited to ancient Europe, and this planet was given different names in other ancient cultures because of its red color. Chinese astronomers called Mars the fire star, and the ancient Egyptians associated it with their god Horus and named this planet Hordasher, meaning red star. It is interesting to know that NASA has given the name of one of the dried up rivers of Mars to Hordasher. Currently, Saturn and Uranus are the only planets in the solar system that have distinct and significant rings around them. But probably in the next 30 to 50 million years, Mars will also have a ring around it. It seems that the largest moon of Mars, Phobos, will be broken into pieces by gravitational forces, and its tiny particles will form a ring around Mars. This ring is formed approximately 6,000 kilometers from the surface of Mars. It is interesting to know that Phobos is the only moon of the solar system that is closest to its mother planet. The planet Mars has a huge valley called Marineris, in its equatorial region, which is 7 kilometers deep and continues up to 4,200 kilometers on the surface of Mars. This canyon is so large that if it were on Earth, it would cover the entire United States from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean. In the past, a piece of Mars has reached Earth. Researchers have seen evidence of parts of Martian soil that have successfully made their way to Earth. These pieces of rock, known as Martian meteorites, were torn from the surface of Mars and hit the Earth in a way that is not yet clear. Astronomers believe that these pieces of rock were separated from the surface of the planet by the impact of large asteroids on Mars and were accidentally placed on the path of the Earth and hit our planet. Until 2020 AD/1399 AD, 277 meteorites were found on Earth that belonged to Mars. The largest Martian meteorite found on Earth is called Tadini 002, which was found last year in Mali and weighs 14.5 kilograms. Huge sandstorms occur on Mars. Since the orbit of Mars around the Sun is elliptical, There is a large temperature difference between the two hemispheres of this planet and increases the airflow on Mars. This causes very large storms that move dust and dirt on Mars and create massive sandstorms. There is frozen water on Mars and liquid water may have flowed on it in the past. It seems that one of the most important requirements for the existence of life on a planet is the presence of water in it. Fortunately, there is a lot of frozen water on Mars and there is even evidence of water flow in the past. Currently, Martian ice is stored at the water poles, and if there is water elsewhere on the planet, it is most likely in the form of ice and not flowing on the surface. There is a lot of methane in the atmosphere of Mars. The presence of methane in a planet, like the presence of water, is one of the important factors for the existence of life, and Mars has both of them. From 1971 AD/1350 AD until today, astronomers have observed different levels of methane in this planet. Methane is produced on Earth by microbial activities, agriculture and animal husbandry. But the production of this gas on Mars is the result of volcanic activities. In the future, this gas can be used on Mars for long-term residence and can be a good source for human activities. You can't survive on Mars for long without an astronaut suit. The atmosphere of Mars is very thin and the air pressure is low. Since the pressure inside your body is higher than the air pressure on Mars, if you were to be on the surface of the planet for even a short time without special clothes, the fluids inside your body would leak out and your body would actually explode. Of course, the problem is not only the air pressure, and the temperature of Mars is too low for the human body. The average temperature of the surface of Mars is -45 degrees Celsius and can freeze the body in just a few moments.